But the president, as you know, was over there for the G7, and he was asked about recent polling that shows a huge majority in America think the country is going in the wrong direction. That number, by the way, 85%. And he basically said, no, it's not. Americans just think that because the Supreme Court, it's terrible. It's their fault. Watch.
They do not think that. You haven't found one person, one world leader to say America's going backwards. America's better positioned to lead the world than we ever have been. We have the strongest economy in the world. Our inflation rates are lower than other nations in the world. The one thing that has been destabilizing is the outrageous behavior of the Supreme Court of the United States on overruling not only Roe v. Wade, but essentially challenging the right to privacy. We've been a leader in the world in terms of personal rights and privacy rights. And it is a mistake, in my view, for the Supreme Court to do what it did. I can understand why the American people are frustrated because of what the Supreme Court did. I can understand why the American people are frustrated because of inflation. But inflation is higher in almost every other country. Prices in the pump are higher in almost every other country. We're better positioned to deal with this than anyone.
So pretty much everything that just came out of the president's mouth was false. I've already run down a long list right here on this program over the last couple of weeks of all the countries with far better inflation rates than we have. And it's quite a lot. And pretty much every other developed nation in the world has a lower inflation rate than the United States. We're at 8.6%. Every single one has a better rate than we do, pretty much. And by the way, here's what the president said about high gas prices. This should make you feel pretty good. Listen to this nonsense.
The war has pushed prices up. They could go as high as $200 a barrel, some analysts think. How long is it fair to expect American drivers and drivers around the world to pay that premium for this war?
As long as it takes. So Russia cannot, in fact, defeat Ukraine and move beyond Ukraine.
Prices will be high for as long as it takes. So quit your complaining. Gas prices aren't only high because of the war in Ukraine. They were going up long before that ever happened. But it's affecting prices everywhere, mostly diesel fuel. And the only thing that's going on with Joe Biden is that he's doing nothing about it here. He says, I'm doing everything I can. Joe Biden refuses to allow drilling for more oil here in America by American energy companies. You see, the president cares far more about Ukraine and its people and its borders as an aside than he does about you. Let that sink in. He cares more about Ukrainian citizens than he does about you. And he's sticking with this reasoning. You have to hear it.
Ultimately, the reason why gas prices are up is because of Russia. Russia. The reason why the food crisis exists is because of Russia. Russia not allowing grain to get out of Ukraine.
Marsha. Really, Joe? That's what you're going with? Russia. I mean, he sounds like that.